This question is from R.K. Goel Prabhu. He says, tendency for getting attached to material nature or spiritual nature of Krishna will be different in different souls. That means all the living entities are not having the same quality of chitta. So I think it means consciousness, which has been said part of soul. Is it due to difference in their balances of accumulated past deeds? That is this question, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. It's all, everything is because of our ignorance. That's it, Prabhu. So everything, the main reason for us, our suffering and everything, our ignorance. So if as long as we are ignorant, we are having false ego, ahankara, we don't believe in Bhagavad Gita, we don't get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are not able to realize the fact that Krishna is our supreme Lord, Krishna is our supreme Father. If we don't realize that fact, so because of that ignorance, we are suffering. That's it. It is like a person whose father is a very, very richest person. But if that person doesn't even know that his father is rich and he is out of his father, so that person will be like a beggar only. But once he understands, realizes that his father is the richest person, once he goes to his home, his father will take care of everything very well. So like that, we need to realize our father, Krishna, is the supreme Lord, and he is the owner of everything. He is the source of everything. Everything comes from him. So why we have to struggle very hard in this material world to gain the material sense objects when Krishna can give everything to us? So we should go to Krishna. We should approach Krishna. We should remember Krishna. So that's why we should aim to go to Krishna's well. So our well. So our Father, the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. We need to go there. So that knowledge is the key thing. And that knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita is very important. So we need to have this faith to get this knowledge. Otherwise, we will be simply struggling and suffering in this material world. Hare Krishna.
Uh, Thank you, Guruji. It's a wonderful explanation. Actually, I was just trying to technically understand how this whole mechanism is working. Last time you had very nicely explained that this chitta is part of the Atma. It is not
Yes.
the part of the body.
Yes.
And this chitta, actually, we are trying to clean the chitta by doing this chanting process.
Yes.
And different entities, the different living entities, that means different souls, they must be having different amount of contamination in this chitta.
Yes.
So that must be only because we are carrying forward, or we are taking the balances while taking birth, we are carrying the balances of the last birth's past deeds. So because of that, we get the different proportion of Satta, Raja and Tama. And that creates our basic nature. And because of our that basic nature, we are attaching to materialistic things or spiritualistic things, as the case of any individual might make maybe. So basically, it is all the game plan of the Maya and the three modes and the Chitta. So now the question is ki, how a person comes out of this maze. Basically, we are controlled by our Swabhava, and the three modes of nature are again at work. So what is the way out for a living entity? How he gets a thread to get out of it? That is
That's
my
what I
question.
said, Prabhu. That's what knowledge. Jnanena tu tadajnanam yesam nasitam atmanaga tesam adityavajnanam prakaseti tatparam. So, because ajnanena avritam jnanam tena mukhyanti jantavaga. Because our knowledge is covered by ignorance, that's why we are bewildered. So once we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then our chitta will be cleansed. Our everything will be. This Bhagavad Gita is the purifier. So there is nothing else which is purer than this Bhagavad Gita. Naki jnanena sadarsam pavitra miga vidyade. Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaga kalenatmani vindadi. So during the course of time, due course of time, when we get this knowledge, we are going to clean our soul, and we are going to enjoy. We are going to experience unlimited happiness within ourselves. So that way, this jnana is very important thing, this Bhagavad Gita. So then we will be able to realize, understand. First of all, we will realize, understand that we are suffering, we are struggling in this material way. So this knowledge only will tell us, will teach us. So that way, this knowledge is the key. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge is the key to solve all our problems.
Okay. So that also explains that why a person is not attracted towards Krishna consciousness today, and he might get attracted towards Krishna consciousness a few days or a few months later, because
Yes,
as
he
soon
gets
as
the
he,
knowledge.
yeah, because of as gradually he will start gaining some knowledge, he will
Yes.
getting more and more tendency towards Krishna
It is
consciousness.
totally correct. Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Even before studying Bhagavad Gita, I was not even knowing anything about Krishna. I was not a Krishna's devotee at all. So when I studied Bhagavad Gita, understand the knowledge, so you know that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Krishna is the Purushottama with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So then you will get, I have seen many devotees who are worshipping different deities, different gods and all. After getting the knowledge, I have seen them, they have become really great devotees of Krishna, because this knowledge only teaches us everything. We are not the body, we are the soul, and Krishna is the Supreme Lord, Krishna is the Super Soul. So then you will develop that love towards Krishna with the knowledge. So that's why this Bhagavad Gita knowledge is very important. That's why repeatedly every day I'm emphasizing that we should all put efforts to spread this message, and we should make thousands and thousands of devotees everywhere. So this is the knowledge. This knowledge only is going to solve all the problems. That's why this Bhagavad Gita is very important knowledge for us to spread.
Okay, so Guruji, so can we say we are on a correct path, but we may be slow, and the pace will get up. Pace will be increased in due course of time.
Yes,
Right.
we are on the right track. There is no doubt
Right.
at all.
Right.
I mentioned about it many times. It's all how fast we are going to progress. That depends upon how much effort we are putting. That's it.
Thank you, Guruji. Wonderful, excellent. So
Hare
nice of you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Guruji. So that way, like as R.K. Goel Prabhu mentioned, if someone has like lost a lot of past sinful karma, then that person may not be attached to even listening to the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So how can that person be purified? Because like he has so much of bad karma, and then because of the bad karma, he is having no interest to receive this knowledge. So without receiving this knowledge, how can such a person be purified?
Without receiving this knowledge, we cannot help ourselves out at all, Prabhu. Without knowledge, there is nothing possible. This knowledge is very important. If this Bhagavad Gita is the boat of knowledge, if we get into this boat of knowledge, we can cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. Sarvam jnana plaveneva brijinam santarisyasi. Apichetasi papebhyaga sarvebhyaga papakrittamaga sarvam jnana plaveneva brijinam santarisyasi. So even if one considers himself to be the most sinful person, if he gets into the boat of knowledge, then he will be able to cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. So that way, the only way out for us is this knowledge only. If we don't get this knowledge, then we will be struggling and suffering forever. There is no way out.
Yes, correct, Guruji. But then we see that some people are having interest and some people are not having interest. And the reason other people are not having interest in this knowledge, because we see that, okay, they have some previous karmas because of which they are not
No,
having
it
interest.
is not because of the previous karma is making somebody to not get interested in Bhagavad Gita. That is not due to previous karma at all, Prabhu. So that faith on Bhagavad Gita is simply whether that person is, we discussed about this yesterday also. So we have no idea. So each and every soul, that faith, so that conviction, it comes within this, there is the quality of the soul. So there is no way we know why some are interested, why some are not interested. Even Krishna himself cannot influence that. So it is our misuse of free will. That's it. Everyone is having a free will. So that when we say it's a free will, so that means it's a free will. So we cannot try to find out why somebody is using his free will this way, somebody using his free will in the other way. There is no such question. That question itself is not relevant, because that's why we call it as a free will, freedom to decide. So I have the free will which I am desiring to study Bhagavad Gita. If other person is not desiring to study Bhagavad Gita, he is not using his free will properly and he is struggling and suffering. What to do?
Okay, Guruji. Okay. Yeah. So that way, like Krishna has given all the jivas this free will, like whether they want to take this or not, and it is up to the jiva what they want to do. And as you mentioned, since it is free will, so some people will do this way and some people will choose not to study, and it is like they are free to do whatever they want. Like we cannot find any reason for that. It is their choice.
That
Yes,
is
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Nobody can influence. Even Krishna cannot influence. If Krishna can influence, then he can make everybody devotees and he will take everybody to Goloka.
Yes, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.